And Carrie's here. He was in Saginaw.
Hello.
No.
It's Sunday. We're going to
Sunday.
get arty. Probably mess with some tags. Show off some additional things that were sent to us by Becky. Thank you, Becky. And a big thank you again to Naomi. And I hear that there's some other things on their way. I'll tell you, y'all take care of us, and we very much appreciate that.
We
I
do.
mean, you just have no idea. Like, it warms our heart. Now, we do have to be a little sneaky about these packages because the baby keeps seeing things come in, and then she wants to know. And this, seriously, do not send anything to her. This is not a...
No. Yeah, she
Like-
doesn't need anything.
She doesn't need anything.
No.
But she gets a little... So we got to be sneaky about it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about that. So, hello, welcome to everybody. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you're here. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, do all that subscribing business. If you're watching this on replay, give us some comments below. Or if you want to come back and leave them, we really appreciate those as well. Love the comments. Even if it is, hey, I came back, I watched the replay. Hello, y'all. We like that.
Mm-hmm.
It helps with the channel too, and we're getting so close. Like we're having a little, a little rise, a little bump in the thing. So that 7,000's coming sooner than we thought, which is also very exciting. This is P over here,
I'm over there.
Patricia,
Mariah.
and together
We are
PM
Artist Studio.
and I just
Oh, I want
there
to
we go.
talk about
I'm
this.
telling you, I'm trying to hide that darn thing. Anyways, there's that. So professional. Got things together over here. All right, I'm going to say hello to everybody. Got a few little announcements here and there. So don't let me forget to do that. Art Curious is here. That is Miriam, Barbara, Becky, Carol. Oh, the Carols are representing. Carol, Carrie, Christy, Darcy, Dana, Eddie, Fran on the Edge, Griffin Chill, that's Rhonda, Jennifer Scott, Jolly John is here, Joe Lynn, Karen, Kylie, Lydia, Marcia, Mitzi, Nancy, Paula, Panka, Ray Ann. Oh, she's back. You must like us, Ray Ann. That's right. We didn't scare you away. That's good. Ricky Nordmeyer, SAG, that's Sarah, Sandy Franklin, Silver Granny, that's Lynn, Susan Villieu, SWL, that's Sherry, Texture Junkies, that's our friend Sharon, aka Sharon. That's what she says. I don't know. Sorry, Sharon. I'm gonna give you a hard time about that one. The Shelly Studio, that's Margot. Trish Coogan. Violet is here. Look at us. We got the mad scientists in the house. I think. Let's see. If you popped in, I am sorry that I missed you. Give me a little, wavy in the chat, and I'll give you a shout out. Okay, so very exciting news. The papers from Susan Gantz are in the shop. I have listed them under artwork because really that felt right. I didn't want to start a whole new category with just one thing in it, so that felt like the most logical.
I do think they're artwork.
Yeah, and I have not listed her like as a designer because I think this is just going to be the one thing that she does, so that really didn't seem like that was something that made sense to do, would be to create a category for just, one item. Now, who knows, maybe that'll change or whatever, but it is available in the shop. I will drop that link right here, but it is in the art for sale because really, they are just, other than being signed and framed, some of them are downright, frameable.
They are, and I meant to have her sign the one that I picked out from the box that she gave me, and I wanted her to sign it, and I would think about it, but she'd be gone, or she wasn't there yet, or whatever, but I may send it back to her and have her sign it.
There you go.
I'd like to frame it.
Well, there you go. That's all that business. There are going to hopefully be some new things coming up this next week as well. We had a little break with the cutting of stamps, so that's kind of nice. That allows us to do some new things. So hopefully this next week we'll be able to, roll those out. Remember, we got to photograph things and usually test them. So, it's more than just, oh, we'll cut that and then, get it in the shop. Stencils are a little faster and easier in that aspect. Stamps are a little slower of a process.
Yes.
So that's one of the reasons we don't roll those out as often, because it takes more time. And we've got just one machine versus 4 machines, where we have, with the stencils, it's 4 machines, which is very nice. Okay, as far as Makers of Mixed Media Art Artists Facebook group, many things going on there. If you have not signed up for a swap, well, you missed out. You better just sign up next month. Do check out your partners and things of that nature, because those messages and those things have gone out. So find your partner, do-si-do. Send your messages, don't you know? I'm on fire today, y'all. Okay. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Oh, pretty good. That was, off the cuff.
Off the cuff. I don't plan this stuff, y'all. I would sit around for days writing things out. I don't have that kind of time. It's all just...
Eddie was entertained. I have a feeling he's kind of easy.
Eddie is a little easy, and I like that about him. I've told him that before. All right. Okay. Now, over to
Xandra's here.
You need to show... Oh, hello, Xandra. You need... Hey, Liz. Show the stuff that Becky sent.
Yes.
Now, we've already went through it because we decided that I have some things coming. And hopefully, it'll be sooner rather than later. But I have plans to do some... And then we decided that rather than Grimoire or... spooky Halloween, because it's not just that, is a compilation of curiosities, is what this book is going to be for P. I may also have a compilation of curiosities with more of a Halloween spin. Anyway, so there you go. Just some ideas, thoughts.
And I'm still allerging and runny nose and that's.
It's very confused outside too. And finally we're.
Oh, it's lovely this morning. 70 degrees. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go topside.
Didn't fry my feet watering.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Well, hold on. Now we're topside. Okay, very good.
All right, so was Becky here?
Yep, Becky's here.
Okay, Becky. Hi, Becky. She is funny. Okay, so when I went through this, well, actually, Mariah and I went through it, and we both kind of said, okay, I would really like this. I would really like this.
Curio of curiosities.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm writing that down. Thank you, Jolly John.
Oh, heck, that's really good.
See, that's why we hang out with y'all. Curio.
Yes. And I'm even thinking about, putting in some, kind of weird factual, looking up weird factual information, because I kind of like doing that, and I think it makes it slightly more interesting for the person who is looking at it later. Okay, so went through this. Now I might want some of these napkins.
Well, there were 2 of each, so
there's
get one.
2 of each.
Yeah, you get one and I get one of each one.
So we've got that covered.
Yeah.
And what we did is Mariah really likes the little cards.
And they're all different with cats and wands and things.
Oh, and they're really, I like those, but I went for the skeletons. So that's how we
might be able to trade a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, I really like my skeletons. Mariah's going to do the blackout poetry because she's really good at that, and she's done it before. I might try it, but I don't know.
It's not her thing.
It really isn't, but I may use some of these pages. Okay?
And if I come up with a good one, it's not like she would refuse it.
Yeah, no kidding. Because no, you put that in your book.
I've done all of the blackout poetries.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only done a few, but...
Now, I like these colors, but I don't think they're going to work for what I'm doing this time around. I really like this one, but I felt like Mariah was getting cheated, so I gave it up. She might have to give it up.
And I've got some other things coming up.
And this is a mushroom. A print of a mushroom. Look at the size of that.
I think there was some boob comments when she posted those.
Yeah. Well, awesome stuff there. All right. So.
Hi, Lexi.
Of course, I had to take this because it's murdery red.
All right, Kylie, no worries. Yes.
Had to do that.
And is that a cereal bag? We were wondering. We figured that because it has that kind of...
Yeah.
It's different than...
And I'm very, I'm excited about that. I might start... I have some somewhere. Unless Mariah ditched them. Okay, these are little anatomy cards. Love those. And I'm going to take the card that actually was sent with, you know, message on the back. I'm going to keep this for my, and use it as a tag.
She's like, oh, this
and
is
Mariah's
wonderful.
going to take care, she's going to do some techniquing on that edge there and whatnot. But we'll still have the message on the back, which I think that's kind of cool.
I love that.
I like this washi, Van Gogh-y washi tape.
Hello, Panka. Okay,
here is an envelope window, y'all. Check that out. Love that.
I was like, I think, I told P, I said, I think she's letting you know that it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done. And here is another little piece of wonderfulness. This is, I love the crackle on that. It's just so wonderful. Now, okay, kind of, this was our compromise. I got this one because I like the idea of the gears. And I think it's more into my theme of
hey,
things.
Darcy says this. She sent me a little private message, but I think this is a fantastic idea and not too shabby of a thought. P might already know this, but if she's outside during the day, it would be a good idea to wash her hair before bed so the allergens aren't being put on her pillow from her hair and onto her face. Also, during allergy time, she might want a fresh pillowcase more often. These are brilliant thoughts.
They are.
Thank you, Darcy.
I shall
Seriously,
take that
she
under.
needs that. That makes so much sense.
But usually I'm not outside long enough really for anything to super like collect. Yeah?
I think that if you're outside, it's happening.
Just love these.
She's processing that.
And here's some more mushrooms. Love those. Little. You can see
Oh,
the
it's
little
parchment paper or wax paper.
gills.
I think it felt more waxy, which is interesting, and it's almost more see-throughy. So that was pretty cool.
And I just absolutely love this murder paper with some.
Sherry says hair is a super catcher, and your hair's longer now, so you're capturing even more. I told her to chop it.
Okay, so this is what I did Friday and Saturday. I cleaned. And then, you know, you just never. And I really wanted to get around to cutting my hair. But I was so dang tired that when I took a shower last night before I went to bed, I just couldn't bring myself to stand there and cut my hair. Because my arms were tired from doing this with the vacuum cleaner.
It's not one that she...
Yeah, and... Yeah. Oh, did you hear that?
I did hear that. She popped.
All right, I'm handing these off to Mariah. Now, I may ask for some of the napkins. Oh, see, I can't. I'm kind of got a stitch in
She
my...
couldn't put her rock back up there. She's like, you gotta shout it over here on my side.
I did. I put it over there. Okay, I'm going to put this in with the flowers.
I need a special place for all my Halloweeny curiosities.
Oh, really? Seriously? Okay, I think we've done most of these, but I kind of wanted to talk about this because I know it must be frustrating to people who are watching that, you know, want to know exactly how to do something, because sometimes I want to know that when I'm watching.
You need one of those little head things, you know, like to sleep in. Just a little, you know, if you don't want to wash your hair. So it's not rubbing into your pillow and then rubbing into your face.
Well, a lot of times I rinse my hair off during the day because I get hot outside, and when I have a sweaty head, it makes it itch.
Well, there
so
you go.
I just rinse it.
Maybe you should just make this part of your watering process that you hose yourself off before you come right in.
Well, that's true. Could do that. Sometimes I have.
Okay.
Just need to have a towel, you know, ready by the back door.
Okay.
Okay. No, I did hose off some spider webs today.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, they weren't, you know, they were down on the floor kind of spider webs. They weren't like up in the air spider
Yeah, no.
webs. I don't ever bother those. These are the kind that create, you know, dust. Okay, you know, this is really what kind of prompted the whole thematic direction of this particular book. These. But I'm going to show you some things that we're going to do today that go with And this was a tag and had a little hootie-doo thing on the top there.
Hootie-doo.
But I cut it off.
Now it's just a hootie-doo.
Yeah. And the reason I did is because it really goes right where this
Hi, Maya.
circle thing is. That's the kind of thing I'm thinking of.
And hey, Nana.
And I still need another tag for this. I just haven't discovered it yet. It needs to be a short little booger here and kind of round up and cover up those words so that you don't see them right away.
Yeah.
But that's in yeah. Okay, that's much later.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Hey, Michelle.
And definitely, you know, what I was thinking about this is looking up aerialists or, you know, tightrope walkers who was famous, you know, in the day and kind of doing a little...
Well, and even, you know, this has that whole sideshow, like, with the whole curiosities and that kind of oddities and things. So, yeah, I think that a tight walking rope
Well, and I can
thing.
remember there was someone who in New York City who walked across from one tall building to another tall building. I can't tell you who it is, but
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of thing. Okay, I've definitely altered this.
Sherry says the Wallenza family.
Oh, Wallenza family. All right, well, there you go. Look that up, and you know, I think that kind of thing is really interesting. It is to me.
Here, I won't remember that later, but I'll put a note on there. Here.
Yes, please do. All right, so what we're going to do today. Originally, I started out with this thinking it was going to be, these were going to be pockets. But I got them all together and I started thinking about, you know, things I had that were rounded at the top. Like my, you know, moon. I have different sizes of moons. I might drag those out. So I thought, well, what about if you cut the paper so that you have opposing sides that reflect the contours?
Isn't that cool?
Okay, so this here came out of here. Voila.
Voila. Viola.
Wow. Viola. Actually, I went this way because, yeah. Anywho, there we go. And obviously they've been Joe printed after they were cut out because the backside wasn't printed. Okay, so this one goes with this one.
Oh, Paula just ordered a Plague Doctor charm for a dangle.
A what?
1 copper, 1 brass.
All right, you can see that I cut off that little thing in the middle.
The dippy-doo.
The dippy-doo. But you can see here.
Carrie says mighty fine cutting skills.
Thank you, sir.
I knew she would appreciate that.
High praise.
She brought it down to me like twice. I mean, I don't know that I didn't sufficiently ooh and awe at it, or she just, you know, really, she kept coming up with different configurations.
Yes. And different ideas on about how, you know, because, I mean, I think it's a cool idea, and that's what, you know, that's how the book is going to go. So I got this idea for doing this serrated edge. I guess you'd call it serrated.
Teethy.
Yeah. When I remember, because when I was doing the bottom to the little box, and I cut little things
Notched
it, and you could notch rather than, you know, go in. All right, well, we're gonna do this, and
But you want it more menacing for this type of
I kind of did
curiosity.
You know, like maybe teeth or you know, a bit.
Those things that pigeons sit on, or, you know, they put on buildings so pigeons don't sit on them. But yet they figure out a way.
That was really mean.
She's like, I don't agree with that.
I do not agree with that. I
don't agree with getting pooped on as I'm walking into a building.
Well, I don't.
And it's happened multiple times.
Well, I guess you're just, you know. I've never had it happen to me.
Twice in my life I've been pooped on.
Karma, probably.
Yes.
Throwing things away. But look how cool that looks. Now, see, you can make a little pocket there.
Or we can magnet it.
You know, that'd be kind of hard because...
What's on the other side there?
My skull thing.
Oh, I could hide it in that little green goo underneath his...
Green goo?
Yeah, underneath the teeth.
See, that looks good too. So, keeping this in mind here, of course, you know, I mean, like, big surprise, these are my colors.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea, Darcy. You could even do a page shaped like bat wings.
Oh, yes, you could. Absolutely.
Hello, Kathy.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to do something here. I keep thinking I'm going to change my...
Joan's with me on the pigeons. Hello, Christy.
Hey, pigeons have a place.
They do. I just don't want them pooping on me.
Okay. So we're just going to grab... This is what I did on the others. This is a brayer off. Okay? And you're going to fold it. And you can... I probably could gel plate the other side right now.
That would probably be smart.
It might be.
You want to do that?
I could.
She's not going to do that.
Well, then you don't get different, you know.
Yeah. Well, you could still get different, but this gets you a good one base coat easily
well,
done.
That's true. You're probably...
Hey, Artie Dar.
Probably.
How you doing?
About that. Let's see what we've got here on our gel plate. Well, here you can see the remnants of my others.
Circular things and kind of the Rorschach-y business going down the middle.
And what I started with here
hey, monkey.
was leftover. Pardon me.
Do you want fisherman's?
Leftovers. I've got some back here.
Okay.
Leftovers from Willie's net. Willie's
Willie?
Willie's
she
web.
so wants to call it Willie.
Willie's
It's
web.
Walter.
Walter's web. I like Willie.
AKA Willie. I think we even did that. Didn't we change it to
Walter
AKA?
Willie.
Willie Walter
You
Willie.
have to be careful there. You
It's
know,
his
you're
web.
Talking about Walter's Willie, and that probably isn't going to be good. Okay.
I've never known a Walter.
Trying to think.
Well, actually, I knew
believe
one.
I have. They just call him Walt.
I'll tell you, his name should have been Richard because he was a real.
Oh, he was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the Walter I knew.
Okay, well. There you go.
There you go. If you know, you know.
You know. And if you don't,
It's okay because Walter was not one to know.
it's like jazz. You wouldn't understand anyway. Okay. Here we go.
His web. Did you like the coffee this morning?
I did.
Okay.
It was much better than yesterday.
She had complaints yesterday.
Yeah. And I am still going to use the stencils. What? What?
Love it, Eddie. It says, I don't care if it rains or freezes as long as I have my gel plate, Jesus. That's a good one.
There you go. Okay. Let's get some cruddy stuff down on this.
Well, that's good, Barbara. Her husband's middle name is Walter. He's a sweetie.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm sure that not all Walters are like the one I knew, but that was my only experience.
Okay, we're just going to do a little fluid acrylic here.
That's right, Christy. She has clarified in the chat what all that. Cute. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's Walter's web. This web, I love this. So I made mine, which is an abstract web, because I just didn't have, I don't have the patience for this sort of thing. Brad did this. Like, he found an awesome picture of a web, altered it, changed it some, and then went through and meticulously.
Yeah, because I'm talking meticulous here.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You
now
may have even taken the picture from one of the webs out back. We usually at night.
Oh, it's awesome.
They go nutty butter out there. You don't want to just walk out there. And then it's kind of cleaned up by morning. It's really interesting. All right, go ahead, sorry.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to get this a little juicier.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that it's kind of, I think that this is going to be interesting. I hope it is. Oh, that's wonderful.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah. All right, shall I put that? I'm just going to start that on the other side. Now, it's probably going to smush out a little bit. Mm-hmm. Which that, you know, when it puddles like that, you just really can't.
It is what it is.
Unless you just want to, you know, kiss it. And I didn't want to do that because I wanted some more stuff on here. And hopefully we're still going to have some stuff left behind.
Seems
Oh,
as
do you hear
though.
that bad sound? That's like, get that paper off there. You're going to be pulling it off with a... Look at that.
That's fabulous.
Isn't it? All right, let's just put that over there. I really love what we've got going on here. We're just going to go ahead and go with this and shoot a little more of this stuff out here. See, we're picking up stuff. We're picking up stuff that was already on the plate. And remember, when you do this stuff, well, give it a shake, 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 because the stuff will settle to the bottom. No, not a lot. Okay. Did replenish my baby wipes over here.
Hey, Lori Paul.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this just a little bit differently here. I'm going to try to get some of this stuff going here. And then
Move quickly.
put this down on the side that still has some stuff on it, hopefully.
Or what was really cool in the last stream, Pete was kind of doing some of this loosey-goosey business, but it was sucking into the areas. Now, that works a little bit better with a stencil that has left more behind on the plate, but it sucks into those areas of paint. So that was pretty interesting. And then making some cool quick pulls.
Yeah.
You want to check that out. That was done in the last stream for better clarification. That looks really, really cool.
Yeah.
And welcome to those of you that are coming in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. If you're watching this on replay, give us some comments below. We're getting so close to 7,000. I'm very excited. And any day now we'll hit, 100,000 subscribers, and then I'll get a silver play button. And I say I will get it because she doesn't give a boop-a-doop-boop.
I just, if
She
it
just likes to hang out and do art.
If it isn't something that you can eat or paint, I'm not really interested.
But we got a little ways to go for that. I'll be excited about the 7. But we're getting there. Good spin up lately. Whoa. How did the pinky business kind of
Well,
come
it was
into play
already
there?
on there. It was. Remember, I have the pinky stuff.
Yes.
Here. Yeah, it was already on there. This is just the second coat of stuff. Okay, I'm really loving this, so we're just going to keep going till, And the thing is I can't flip this over, and it needs to dry before I can do the other side. Y'all understand what I'm talking about?
Y'all get that?
This is a good one too. Alright, so the reason this worked is because I put down the side that had the stuff on it.
The black paint that was already there.
The black paint. Oh, did you see that? The black paint that was already on there. Be careful because I'm spraying.
Oh, yeah, the
off.
brayer sheet looks awesome too. Ricky says, save that.
I know. I need one more swipe on it.
And hello, Pia MM.
See, I need one more on that side.
Let us know if you want us to call you just Pia or if you have a name. Yeah, I know. I need to add more of these other stencils and things to Halloween category. We were being very specific, but there have been others that really could, and we have used for Halloween. So I will do that after the stream. Colleen says that P might get more excited at every 1,000 subscribers if I increase your paint budget.
Oh,
Well, there's
yeah.
only so much space around here, so I won't.
Yeah, I'm kind of pretty happy with everything I've got thus far.
But I do like the incentivizing.
All right,
She
now,
does well with that sometimes.
See, look at that. Okay, getting that over here. And
Did y'all see that?
This is what happens. Why, I never,
Once you start the gel printing.
yeah. Just giving it one more little pass there.
It's like the potato chips. You can't just do one. Some people do, but it's hard. No, Barbara, the reason that it beats like that is, for one, she has, these are washouts.
Yes, these have lots of water in them.
Yeah, so they have water mixed in.
See, it says clean out mix. Yeah. And it's kind of grainy. I should have used that on this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, it's all right.
And so, especially when you have a fairly clean plate or a newly conditioned plate, it will really, really happen then. Oil and water is kind of what creates the crazy.
Now look at that. I mean, I think it looks really, really cool. All right, now let's try something different. Let's try it because this side's pretty dark. Let's see if we can get a lighter, like, let's do a washout with the, we'll get kind of a gray.
Okay, now remember, you're making pockets.
I'm making pockets. I'm going to get to that, Ron.
Okay.
You know how this works.
I know.
It's just like I can't stop. Because I'm, you're on a roll here, for crying out loud. You don't want to.
Yeah.
All right, let's just make that a little bit. Don't forget to wipe your nose. You will be happy you did the next time. All right, we're going to add a little bit of this silvery color.
The Deco Art stuff.
Deco Art Metallic.
Those come in a really cool set. They hooked us up. They actually let me pick 15, I think. And so it was funny because she's like, oh, well, just let us know when you're using things. And I'm like,
we do all the time.
We do all the time. Like, we're not just a one-timer.
Yeah.
We're all the timer. So, Ooh, look at that. See, it even transferred the Webby. Mm-hmm.
The Webby business.
Yeah, it's like I said, Brad did a lot of work to this web to make sure that even though it looks very delicate, which, hey,
it's a tough mother.
If you keep yanking at it and you yank at it wrong, yes, it's going to pop. It will do that. But overall, structurally, it is quite strong.
Okay, we just need a solid color to kind of get the edges, but I'm not
Love
going to worry about that right now. Put that over yonder. Okay, we need that side. This side's good. We need something here. Let's see if we can pick up some of this. Probably not, but
Carrie says we should digitize some of those black and white webs.
Oh.
We could put them in a set.
See, look at that.
Oh, lovely.
Isn't that wonderful?
Well done.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to put some more, I'm going to get what I discovered here in this, this pearly. That was what was on some of those. So it doesn't really change, but I should, ow, snapped myself.
Careful.
I want to get a little color on here before I,
It is pretty fun when that happens.
What?
When the brayer picks up the pattern and rolls it onto the brayer sheet.
Mm-hmm. All right, transparent red iron oxide, just because it's a good one. Now I'm putting down some of this, but the color that I had here in the Art Deco, this pearly, it makes a really cool orange color.
Oh. Have a nice dirty orange.
Nice dirty orange. And plus
pumpkin.
we've already got some, mucky muck out here.
Like a good pumpkin spiced latte. I don't like those. I don't. It is the season though. People are already starting to talk about their All the pumpkin.
I can't remember what we had that was pumpkin that I really did like it.
Oh, I think it was that yogurt.
Oh my gosh.
It was like pumpkin pie. I don't like pumpkin pie either, but she does. It was the yogurt.
And it was, Van bought it, and I'm like, oh,
that
you've
is
got
so
to
dumb.
be kidding me.
And she's like, well, I'll eat some of it. And then she's like, nobody else should eat this.
I took it out to the other refrigerator. That's always, if you take it out there, chances are it'll be safe. Nobody ventures out there.
You don't remember.
It's 20 degrees hotter in the garage than it is anywhere else.
Or in the wintertime.
On planet Earth.
It's freezing.
Okay, look at that. Isn't that looking great?
Well
All right.
done, P.
Now, I got to get my edge here.
I know.
Oh, look at that.
Sharon, you have not been on the gel plate much. She says it's collecting dust. Isn't interaction good for a video? Yes, it is.
What?
Interaction is very good.
Oh, yeah. But now look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Still got a few little...
Ooh, pumpkin apple crumble.
Yeah.
Now that I might be able to get down with, especially if it hasn't gone too crazy with any cinnamon thing. I like cinnamon, just don't overdo it. It's a lot like oregano. It can easily be done.
I like a lot of cinnamon. Give me a lot of cinnamon. And I don't want that cheap crap. I want that good...
The good stuff.
Vietnamese stuff. Oh, wow. Should not do that. No.
Hi, Chris.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and put some color on this, but I need to wait because this side is...
Oh, yeah. See, Becky and Eddie,
tacky.
they're with me on the whole pumpkin spice thing.
Oh.
Yeah, not huge fan of that business.
Well.
Oh, and Ricky, yeah, she's not a fan of the pumpkin. All right.
I love pumpkin.
We've created a team not so into it.
I made pumpkin soup once for my... we were supposed to create a dish that would be indigenous to a Spanish-speaking country.
Yeah, they
Do you
weren't into
remember
it.
that? Okay, so I made pumpkin soup. I thought it was marvelous.
Now, I might be into that because I like squash. And I like there's different kind of squash soups. You even made one of that before. That I don't mind. Again, when you're introducing the pumpkin spicy business, it just becomes too much. Did it have spicy business in it, or was it just...
Oh, it did.
Well,
it had spicy bits in it,
yeah.
and it had, I can't remember
I don't need my
everything.
pie in a soup form. Ugh.
But I thought it was really great. The people in my class did not think it was so wonderful.
Lydia likes pumpkin. All right.
And there's nothing like...
Yeah, not the pumpkin. Okay, Eddie says he likes pumpkin, not the coffee pumpkin thing.
Oh, yeah.
So you probably wouldn't be into the soup either. Don't liquefy my pumpkin. I like it firm.
Chunky.
Oh, that's funny. Let me know. Give me some chocolate.
Well, I'm into.
This paper is fantastic, by the way. Hi, Anthony. Oh, and pumpkin beers. No, yeah, I don't think that. I'm not down with that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very
Oh,
good.
Darcy says pumpkin and pumpkin spice are two different things.
Yes. Pumpkin spice is like the whole nutmeg and...
I like nutmeg.
Well, that's in pumpkin spice.
But I want it in my nog.
Cloves. Cloves would be something that was in there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get to making the little rounded things, and I'm going to show them to you in a minute. It's just really not all that complicated, folks. I'm sure some of you have already figured out what to do. You're going, really? This is really interesting stuff here. I think this is, look at that.
Look at it.
Look at it. I don't like that. It's just a little bit too limey green. So we're going to go along. I don't want to get rid of all of it, just some of it.
Hey, Leanne. She says that we made soup in a pumpkin shell once with cheese and kale that was really good. Oh, yeah, that sounds fantastic.
I like kale.
Yeah, with spicy sausage in it. Now, I would be down with that.
All right, well, we're going to let that dry, and we'll work on that other side of that one also. The back side of this dude to do. All right, let's get some more.
And there can be repercussions. That's right, Anthony.
Okay, what do we have here?
Oh, I like roasted pumpkin seeds. We would always, when we carve the pumpkin, we would, I like those.
You know, they're really good if you have intestinal parasites.
If y'all have any of those, get you some
Pumpkin seeds are good for eradicating that sort of thing. I know y'all want to know that.
Homeopathic, man, all the way. We'll hook you up. Do not hold us liable for any of that. We really don't know. Not a doctor.
No, I read it somewhere, so it has to be true.
Yeah, on the internet. Oh, Lynn often includes roasted pumpkin in her bread dressing at Thanksgiving. Oh, Pia, you're in the right place. You got a good humor. She says, I only recently got a jelly plate, so I like watching these mad scientists experiments. I have no comments on the pumpkin debate.
You don't have to.
That's okay, yeah. It gets weird sometimes
That's
here in the
optional,
chat.
yes. And we haven't talked about orifices yet, but we'll get to that.
Now we did. We'll start talking more about that when you start building the pockets.
Yes.
That seems about right.
Pardon me. I am so sorry to keep hacking away here, but
Oh, Lydia has a recipe for pumpkin custard baked in a sugar pumpkin. Oh, she'd be all over that.
oh, everything you said there I love. Custard. My Mimi used to make the most fabulous custard.
I like a custard. But again,
Wait, see, look at that. That picked up everything on the
very nice. Ooh, and it's a little shiny.
a little shiny. Yeah, I like that. Now we still got some kind of wet stuff going on here, so I'll just put this back down here. And the whole thing, I'm trying to get enough that we can make at least 4 or 5 pages here, folks, with what we've got. And that's good on both sides, but I still have one more that's white on one side.
I agree. If you're willing to share the recipe, post that in Makers. That is definitely an art form, making custard in itself. Plus then putting it into a sugared pumpkin. Seems like next level gourmet.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, yeah.
She's thinking about that.
I'm thinking about it. All right, we're going to get some cheddar here. And
Bye,
I think
Nana.
this is the one that I made, obviously, because it's got a little hoop-de-doo thing on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Okay. Of course, Anthony. So Anthony says that, by the way, perhaps since we are 1 month away from the retreat that him and Susan are putting on there in Oregon. And Sharon, right? Sharon's kind of involved in all that, right? Sorry that I don't know that. I feel like I should. But yeah, if anyone wants to join in, if you're in that area or want to fly to that area or drive to that area,
Oh,
it is
I'm gonna
posted
put
in
this
Makers,
upside
or
down.
reach out to Anthony, which he is a member of Makers. In Washington, yes. Oh, yes, sorry. I think Sharon, I know Sharon's in Oregon, but yes, Washington. Not D.C. You know, the state. Near Olympia. Mm-hmm. Okay, there was lots of stuff going on there. Okay. Oh, that sounds pretty good, Becky. Those things are just pure sugar, though.
What is it?
Candy corn. I used to love them as a kid, remember?
Oh, yeah. I'm not, oh, look at that.
But as an adult, I just, say no to that. Yes. Ooh.
That's interesting. Look at how it
It's
made
swirled.
that circle.
Mm-hmm. Because you swirled the paint in there.
All right, now I need to take care of those, and I will do that. But I want to get.
And that's the print that P pulled last stream with one of Darcy's newest stencils. And that particular one is called
Weird that
Spooky Time Travel. It has a Webby feel to it too. And I think the mixture of these two is quite awesome.
Okay, that's good. I'm going to add a little bit more and do some kind of
Well, Christy, so one of the tricky things with any of these metallic prints is it trying to make those digital, it usually just does not translate well.
it does something to the.
It dulls them out. You're going to have little blowout areas where, you know, because it reflects. And so even if I do it on the, you know, not that we have a really fancy scanner by any means, but regardless, even if I photograph it or I scan it, there's always some kind of funkiness that happens. Especially with...
Okay, I'm really liking this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, obviously, but I'm going to hand it to Mariah and let her spray this so that we get... I don't want to lose anything here,
Yeah.
and I'm really kind of at my wit's end on what I can cover this with that doesn't obliterate the design that's already there.
Because really all you want to do is hit the white spots.
All I really want to do is hit the white spots.
With what?
Yes, and it probably would work better if I let you do that before I do this side. Or it doesn't matter.
I don't know that that matters. It kind
Okay.
of just depends on what you want on the other side.
Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and get some more grungy stuff going here. Let's use some this is raw umber, and it's really a dark, I think, dark brown, if I remember right. I'm trying to use up these
Yeah, exactly,
tubes of
Carrie.
paint that I have.
Yeah, black and white we can do all day long. Black and white, easy peasy, no problemo.
That was still in pretty good shape. Most of these old paints are getting kind of
Older.
gummy.
Yes, Rhonda, good point. One way she found out to get the outline section of the web is to brayer black all over it. Then you do like a flop off tissue, and then you get most of the black outline around the edges.
True that.
So a good flop off, basically.
Yeah,
That's
like
what we
I
always
could
call
flop
it.
that down right now, and it would be
Ooh.
kind of. Oh, I really like that. I'm not doing that.
It's just not wasting the time on the flop. Sometimes you gotta choose. What am I gonna do?
Good flop ups use open paint.
Hey, if
It
somebody
gives you a
wants to head that up, I would be fully supportive in a, supervisor of just, checking that off that you can do that. I would be on board with the Maker's Recipe Journal. Somebody wants to put that together. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Are you, Paula? Maya? Who's doing that? Oh, a recipe card swap. Well, talk to Colleen. Maybe she can do that, or
Look at
put it
that.
into play with one of the swaps. That would be fun. That would be fun for the holidays. Colleen?
I don't know.
She's the one to talk to about
already engaged in with her other.
Well, I know, but that could be.
That could be the
like
what's.
October or November.
Oh yeah, remember that really cool calligraphy thing that I made of potato soup? Yeah. Nobody oohed. Did you ooh and all over this?
Ooh. Sorry, we were all kind of happy about a recipe swap. And then, and we could show our little recipe cards that she did, and they're super cute. And so that would be part of the swap, is you got to make it arty. Like you have to write out the recipe card and then do some art on it. And it could be digital. Yes, exactly.
Okay, this is going to be tricky, folks. Got to get my puddles down here at the bottom because that's where I want mine. Or you can just do this. You know, use this kind of as your palette and just...
Yeah, if you guys wanted it digital and we could put it on a blog, I would be all for that if people just emailed them in to me, so I could then just create one PDF document or whatever, something downloadable. That would be cool. Oh, oh, Paula, that's a great idea too. They would make great ephemera. Mm-hmm. Okay, and Colleen's on board with that. Now, that would be up to you guys to decide, or for Colleen to figure out, you know, exactly if people do want to swap actual cards, or if it is just a digital submission.
Well, I vote for actual cards. I think that would be really cool.
Right. But if you want to be part of maybe the book for people to download, you have to...
yeah. That would be
get
cool,
a nice photograph of it straight on, just the thing, and then I would put it into a book. That I'm willing to do, but it has to be, you know, with those parameters. So kind of a two-part thing. You could do the swap, and then the digital submission for the one that's going to like stay in Makers and be part of the blog. Carrie, I love you. He says,
Walter Willie's sticking to everything over here because he's...
Well, So Carrie says, would it be wise to create a recipe card template for the digital submissions for uniformity? Maybe, but not, because here's the thing.
No.
Some of those recipes are going to be longer than others. Some people have more instructions.
Some people might want to add more artwork than recipes.
Yeah, so I think that, well, I think at the most, try to keep it to an 8.5 by 11 sheet.
What? I was just talking about just, you know, like postcard size.
Yeah, ideally. Or a full 8.5 by 11 sheet, like front and back, half.
I'm planning on that. I don't know what the rest of you are doing.
Ooh, that sounds yummy, Maya. Okay, and Colleen will come up with something. If you need my help, Colleen, let me know.
Look at that. Wasn't that wonderful? I just love it when it does that.
So Darcy says, if a recipe calls for cheese or chocolate chips, I measure that stuff with my heart.
That's a good one.
Oh. Yes, postcard size doubled and folded for longer recipe. Agreed.
There you go. Because I do have
Yeah.
one that's like that. It's just not decorative, but oh, look at that. I mean, this brayer off over here is looking so good. I'm trying to get those dadgum white edges.
Definitely, P.S. So, I think what would happen is, again, part of the swap thing would be if you would like your recipe card forever memorialized in the PM Artist Studio blog that we will put together. I will create, you know, one big PDF with all of them in it, downloadable. Then people could access it. Anybody could access it. That's fantastic. I love that purple. I love the purple.
Okay, well, I need to quit messing around here and move along because I'm not going to be able to get any of this off here because this is going to all be dry. And oh my goodness, look at that good flop off. course, it happens when you don't want it to.
And Maya says, just please no teeny weeny fonts, for some of us are blind.
Well, I'm going to calligraphy mine.
I will try to find all of the ones. I mean, I know where basically they're at. They're in the cabinet down there, and we'll show those maybe on Monday or Tuesday.
Check this out, ladies and gentlemen.
Where's the square thing coming from?
I have no idea. It must have been what was... Oh, it was the brayer off. The tracks of the brayer off.
Interesting.
Okay, I want you to spray both sides of this, which that'll be really nice. And both sides... no, just one side of this. But, you know, if it goes over on the edge a little bit, that's cool, too.
Okay, well, what color are you?
I think you should go kind of a orangey yellow.
Okay.
On that side. And on the other side, maybe...
you do realize it's going to bleed through, so there's not a lot of choice there, lady.
Okay.
Now, I could ombre between those two, so each side gets a little bit of everything.
You know, that's good.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I really am going to start in on my... Oh, look at that. See, you just keep making them.
Just keep making
and
them.
Just, you know, they're just... No, stopping. When did you start this silly process of... Okay, I'm going to leave this on the plate. I'm going to be very disciplined.
Okay.
And move along. Because what time is it? We have...
1 hour.
We're into it. 1 hour. That's a good thing.
Well, you did get right into it, so that was nice.
Yeah. Okay, I think this one needs a little bit on the edge. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I lied. Got one more side to do here. And then I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one will be 5. Okay, that'll be good. Alright, I'm going to have to use another.
That's funny.
Oh, we still have some bricks here.
Frickin' bricks. I mean, the bricks are fabulous. It's just, you know, frickin' bricks and, you know, pee in her.
All right, now remember we used the clean out, and it sticks. It's going to stick to that dry paint there, and hopefully pull up some of that stuff. And I've got this going over here. I need to turn this so I've got my... What I'm doing is I'm getting the edges of this while I'm you know, getting rid of some of the excess here. Can you see how it's drying and collecting on those?
Yes. Spot. See, that's what that's what I was talking about from last stream, where it's like if you already have some paint down there and you do this crazing business, it sucks into those areas.
Okay, well that's not totally done, but that's all right. I want to get this down here.
Goodness.
Well, it's not pulling up as much of that as I wanted it to. That's all right. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try it.
Yeah, spider web on bricks. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to try some of this kind of a because it seems like that this stuff really pulls up what's underneath the Deco Art Metallics, or at least they did a while ago. You know, crap, you never know. Crapshoot.
I got it clogged. Hooty do. I don't really understand why this particular one is clogged. Doesn't make a lot of sense there. But I guess that's the universe telling me I'm not going to use that one.
Okay, this is a little bit of a damp paper here. I'm hoping this isn't a disaster. Get it up quickly. Oh yeah, it's starting to stick. But that looks really cool. No, it doesn't have any webby stuff on it. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Heather.
I'll tell you what, these metallic paints in the
Deco
Arts,
your new favorite.
you don't need to spend all that, the big bucks for
The fancy paints.
the fancy paints.
Now, I'll tell you.
Well, now, there are times when you want to use that fancy paint.
But I don't think metallics are the area where it necessarily matters.
It really, yeah, it really does.
It's sort of what we're trying to say, I think, the both of us.
All right, now I'm just going to put this down because I want to try to get this stuff underneath.
Oh, seriously?
Here. What?
Eddie says the Artie papers are sold out. All right, hold on. Hold on. Really?
Paula says sold out.
Oh, I mean, we only had 10 of them. I mean, Susan will be, like, over the moon. She's like, well, if these things sell. And I'm like, it seems like they were pretty, like, people were very interested in them, so.
I'll tell you what, I really love the ones that I got.
Here, hold on here.
All right, look at this, ladies and gents. It's just not pulling all of it off, but look what it is. It's pulling off things from, you know, the turquoise. Look at that.
All right, hold on here. I'm going to go in and check. Because it could have also even been just that I didn't have the settings right. It's possible. Because usually Brad does this sort of thing, and I get out of practice, and then I forget to turn things on. Or
Thank you, Eddie. He said this is a super print. I love it too. I love this side also. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and Mariah has 5 over there. And I've still got one on here that looks so cool. Okay, look at this. All right, we can't not use this, right? Because this looks so cool. Okay, I promise we're gonna get to this. I'm not gonna blow it off. I'm not gonna do it. But I want to get something on the other side of this. And I really did like that.
you did?
I really did. Okay, let's use this gold. This is called champagne gold. Oh, this is Robin.
Okay. Now, I think I've done something wrong.
this.
So hold on, y'all.
We're not losing the live stream, are we?
No, on the no, on the products.
So maybe it didn't get listed correctly?
Yeah, so because we're still listing it. The quantity is still at 10.
Well, why would some people say that they were sold out? They're just not showing up?
Yeah, like it could be that like if I didn't have it set, like inventory set properly. Oh, actually I know what I did wrong there. That explains some things. Okay, 1 second, y'all. I'm working through it. I'll fix it. Don't you worry. I I did this very late at night last night. That's my excuse, though. Sticking to it.
Now this was really wrinkly because remember this was one of the ones that I used my mixture on. Boy, that's not pulling much at all up. Maybe I just need to leave it. Okay, here's the thing. If you leave it on there like 0.2 seconds too long, you'll be pulling off sections of your paper in big chunks.
Yeah.
So it's very... Okay, well, champagne isn't a good puller.
Champagne don't pull. It does other things to you, though.
Okay, well, you know, this is okay. It's just going to need some more whatever on here.
Alright, there we go. That should have fixed everything. It helps if I had it. I didn't have the product set to the right kind of product. And so it didn't know what to do. But now
Does it know now?
It should know now.
And now people can order it and it isn't sold out?
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. Well, remember, there's limited amount of them.
There's 10 of them.
So, get them while the getting's good.
Oh, here, now see this. Look at that. It's very dampy. It's dampy.
Look at that.
And I did your two sides thing. Check that out. Because the purple that's on that side is all purple. And the purple on that side is all paint. And then the orange is ink. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't all like merge together and make brown. Because that can happen.
I'm good with brown.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, I really am. I love this little area right here. Isn't that brilliant? Bit of shimmer. There was something on that. Alright, well that maybe needs to dry because that's it's sopping wet.
It's a little soppy.
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 Alright, thank you guys for testing that out and letting me know.
Alright, I think we need a little bit more on this and maybe I can get some of this to come up here. I don't know
Hey, Ann.
what the deal is. It never happens when you want it to happen, isn't that the way it goes? First your money, then your clothes.
Hey, Carla. Boy, y'all snuck in there while I was, fixing things on the website. Look at me doing things on the flyer. And I was painting, spraying things.
Yeah, multitasking like a trooper there. Woo!
And those of you that are new, do say hello in the chat. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't. If you're watching on replay, give us some comments below. Say, hey, I'm watching on replay. Y'all are funny. I like that one. That's one of my favorite compliments. Or ask questions.
Sometimes not
we like
intentionally.
Yeah.
So.
But that's okay. I'll take
All
that
right,
too.
now see, this is where you have to get her ready.
We try to. We were talking about Izzy last night a little bit, and that she's most funny when she doesn't know that she's funny. But then,
Because once she finds out that she's funny, she reuses that line in ad nauseum.
I lie. She's like, "Oh, if it worked once,
Yeah.
how about the 20th time?" And we keep trying to explain to her that the more she says it, it loses funny.
Well, this is something. But I just don't, I'm not really loving that quite yet. All right. What do I have? These are all done. Yes, even if I want to leave that black and white. Pardon me, I got to do a cough drop.
Okay, cough drop it up. I've had a little more coffee than I needed. Well, actually, I had, because I made it a little stronger today, and so I'm a little. On this one, what color did you want on the back side of it? I'm thinking the purple, but.
Purple.
Okay.
You could use purple and orange and make it a little bit brownie orange if you wanted to.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't hate that.
All right.
Wouldn't hate that. Okay. Now, this piece of paper has a rip in it, but it's not going to matter because it's out in the middle. I don't know how that happened. Alright, I really like getting that purple down, so we're going to do some purple again. On this
This is the, yeah, okay, highlighting one.
This is dioxazine purple. I've also got it in golden, and it's really almost exactly the same, so, you know, you track, probably, I would say Amsterdam, all of them are going to be dioxazine. Purple is dioxazine purple.
So says she.
Yeah. Now, a while ago, the purple that I used was the fluid acrylic, which makes it a little loosey-goosey. But I'm going to go ahead and put in some, because I really like this one, this color combo of the purple with the clean out mixture that's kind of in the same area as oh, what do you call it? Transparent red iron oxide, you know, kind of that.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to get this so it's not gloppy.
She still has it.
What?
You've got to get back over to the pockets. This has
What time is it?
to be your
I'm okay. I'm good on time.
Okay. Carla's worried about you. I'm worried about her too. Or Kathy is. Kathy's worried about you.
Well, you do have something to worry about because we all know once I start tail printing, it is just like, okay, this takes on a life of its own.
It does.
Oh my gosh, look how good that looks. See, this is what happens. You get something like this and you're going, oh my god, I can't stop now.
Yeah. I mean, I need more of those.
Ready? Yeah, I got to do the other side.
Now I have 2 more papers.
Yeah.
Because I had to do that shadow pickup thing, and then I had to do that, and now I have this other paper, and it needs to match this other thing, because, you know, that's going to go with it.
Oh, yeah, because that's going to go perfectly. And there you go. 3 hours later, and, you know, 500 gel prints. Oh, my gosh, look at that. Oh, that looks so good.
Like I did a radial thing.
I know. I love it.
Okay.
I think that's my favorite.
Wonderful.
See if I can get a little. Yeah, I need to be moving along here. So barking around with this kind of crap.
Okay.
That did work out. Look at that.
Bye, Ray Ann. Thank you so much for hanging.
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool.
The pearlized color showing through there. Isn't that wonderful? See, it's just one away from being absolutely freaking stunning. All right, that was so good. I'm going to just go ahead.
Oh, what did you want help on, Fran? Sorry, I was... Okay, I have a Stays On Pigment pad in Peacock. I'm going to say that 5 times. But I can't find a re-inker that is...
Oh, yeah.
Color
Good luck
at
with that.
the price I can afford here in the UK. What can I use to revive the ink pen?
Oh, anything.
Yeah, P mixes hers up all the time. That's why we always say, hey, just because this is the color that you're seeing doesn't mean that's the color you're going to get if you were to, you know, do whatever, because, yeah, nothing is sacred.
Yeah, I figure,
It's all mixable.
If it doesn't work. Now, you know, you might want to kind of pay attention to if it's a pigment or if it's a stain or
so hers stays on. So those are those solvent.
permanent.
Well,
solvent based.
now not all stays on are those.
That's true.
But
read
assuming.
on there and get a re-inker that has the same basic composition as your.
Yeah.
Look at this, folks. Look at this.
Ooh. See, and we would never be able to scan that. It would never look like that. It would come out brown and maybe a little purpley. Oh, Lynn would like to see a long haul with the spiderweb stencil.
Okay, we'll put that on. Look
Tuesday.
At that. Look at how cool that's starting to look.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, the more layers that you get down, the more interesting it is, I think. I mean, of course, you know.
There's a point where it just turns into a
Yeah, do you have your
blob.
spray stuff put away, or can you? I've got some edges that really need just a
I can do
tiny bit of. Well, nothing happened with that. Okay. That one.
You want them orangey? Or do you want them... I can go dark.
This just needs a couple of... And the reason is because we're going to be utilizing those edges.
Alright, I got an idea about this one. Yeah, I ain't gonna penetrate that. I'm not too terribly worried about it.
Okay, and I have one more, as long as you're in the process.
Okay.
I know,
Can you make some pockets?
I'm going to make pockets with some ones that I got here that are dry. Alright, here we go. Pocket numero uno.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is the one we started out with.
Fantastic. Here we are. Full circle.
Full circle. Okay, I have to blow my nose.
Okay.
Because otherwise it's just, I'm going to start leaking.
Okay. We don't want you leaking.
Well, and I don't, it's best if it doesn't go, you know, down my throat.
Yeah. Understood.
Oh gosh, that's so beautiful. Beautiful. Not quite dry. This one's dry too. So almost all of them are. Okay. So here's our fold. And this is approximately the size of what the book is going to be. It may be slightly larger, and some of the pieces that may be slightly smaller. It doesn't really, it's not going to matter. One way or another. Okay, let me get rid of this. There. Okay.
Oh, hey, Jasper.
This is my, and I'm going to turn it because I know that this is going to be shining the light in your eyeballs. Okay, you can go either way, but you want to remember that you want your fold to stay. You don't want to obliterate your fold. Okay? So what I did is I just went right up to the edge. And you want to remember that this part up here is just as important as this part down here. Okay? All right.
I think you're going to lose your mind over what I did over here.
Oh, yeah?
It's pretty spectacular.
Now, you don't have to do that with the whatever, but, you know, I found that if I use a pencil, I can always see my pencil lines because I'm a really crappy cutter.
She totally weirded out the lighting with her shiny object there.
Oh, is that
It went a
what?
little yellow, but that's all right. We're not going to worry about that.
Oh, my gosh, look at that.
Maya says, Miss P, why not use a compass?
Okay, that is a very good question. Of course you can. The reason I don't is because you have to have a pencil on it. I don't want a pencil line. You can use a compass. Of course you can.
Oh, okay. I had to say.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Of course you can. I'm not a big fan of those things. Number one, I never know where to put the point, and, you know, it always wiggles out, and you know.
Mm-hmm.
That is just a personal preference. It doesn't have any, you know, whatever. All right, now the next step is to put that aside for right now. Okay, you've got another paper to do here.
Oh, well, here, look at this one.
Oh, my goodness.
So I used the Ice Ink Dye Spray, the licorice.
looks great. Love it. Wonderful. Just a moment. All right. Now you're going to put this back down, and this is where you again, you could use your compass. How big do you want your little hoop-de-doos? That's totally up to you. I'm just making this little thing here because this is going to tell me where to go with my fold mark. Okay? Then you come in. Doesn't matter where you start. And you just take little chunks out. Now, I threw away my chunks the other day, and I felt kind of bad about that afterwards.
You regretted that?
I think that, okay, can you see how I'm kind of turning that so I can see where to stop my cut? And I just vacuumed the floor, so I'm going to be very careful about.
She did. She cleaned.
Okay, now, Carrie is probably saying, are you...
Well, he went to breakfast with his peoples, but, yeah, I mean, if he comes back...
He will be saying, did you measure that? No, I'm eyeballing it. It's okay. But that spot there is what tells me where to stop my cut. Okay, I showed this to Mariah, and she said, oh, this is great. She said, I know you didn't film it, but I don't think this is a very good project because you can't just show it. You've got to show people how you did it, because that will be interesting.
That's what people are going to ask.
And I said, well, of course I will. I mean, what are you talking about?
Yeah, can't imagine where I would get that idea. Okay. Are you about to lose your mind on this one, too?
Oh. All right. Now, see, I could save all of these little jobbers. And I could actually come and stick them. Okay, you're going to see here. Offset them ever so slightly. Or I could take and put them on the other side with the orange side out. Okay? So we're going to keep those. Don't know yet what we're going to do with them, but we're going to do something with them. Okay, and then you just come in, and what's really great about this is that, okay, I could flip it and I could make my little orange things come onto this side. And I could do one way and one the other.
Oh, that's...
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But what's really cool is it's already got a little memory there of where that bone point, you know, made the little... So you don't have to worry about it. It's going to remember for you. And I really do think unless you want to... Now, I could come in, and that is one thing I want to talk about, too. I may not be finished with the gel plate yet. I know, that's a big shocker, right?
Well, you know, there for a while you weren't really using the gel plate a whole lot either, so, you know, makes sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of at that phase of the project.
But, I mean, look at that. That looks pretty cool. And then we're going to have this one going this way. I'll remove this. Mariah tried to throw that away. You know, y'all find that hard to believe.
I requested that it be dealt with. That was really... I didn't tell her that she had to throw it away, but it's been sitting on a chair for months. I felt like it was a reasonable request. But that's how she heard it. It was
Yeah, and then I guarantee you that was exactly what It was like you can do.
It's the fine print underneath.
If you don't do something with it, I will do something.
No,
with it.
it's in the studio. I typically don't. Now there are little things that I will just come along and get rid of, but.
Hence, Izzy and I both go through the trash before it goes to the.
Yeah, when you said that you emptied my trash, I was
the
like,
curb. Oh, I did. I did pull out a few things.
oh, good. Hello, Marguerite. Welcome.
All right. So there you got that one. Now, isn't that cool?
There you go, Carla. I like that. I like that position on the inking.
Okay, so in the book, one side will be like this.
That looks so cool.
And then the other side will be like this.
I love that. It's even better than your first one.
Oh, I like my first one so much. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. We'll have to do this one next. Just look how good that's going to look with this. And see, that's what you want to kind of plan. Is what's going... Oh, that was a great choice of color, Mariah.
So the licorice and then the purpley, the violet cassis.
Cassis?
Mm-hmm. And the icing spray.
All right. Now, I think you need to do some more of that on this. Because it's got lots of white on it.
Well, do you want the purple or do you want... This is kind of a weird outlier. Do you want me to just go green with it? Like green?
No.
Got that stinky lime green.
No, I don't want it stinky lime green.
Do you want it black?
I think so.
Okay.
That licorice kind of turns purpley, doesn't it?
It does. It leans that way.
I'm liking that a lot.
Well,
okay.
And I mixed it with the purple on purpose.
Yes. Okay, so now we've got this, and can you see how your silhouettes start building up? So you can turn this, and then it has the reverse thing going on here. So our next one, we want to keep this in mind on all of these because they're going to, you know, be a part of each other. Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Friends.
They're going to be friends. They're going to coordinate and work off of each other.
Collaborate.
So, collaborate. So on this one, we've got this here, and we don't want that same. So we may come down and have this, and that way this is going to be a lot more on one end than the other end. Exactly. Everybody understand that? Oh my God, that's beautiful. But you know what I think I need to do? I think I need to pearlize this side.
What this is really missing is shine.
Missing just a bit of pearl.
Yeah.
It does have a tiny little bit there.
And you know, do you see those blue? Hold it up into the technology. It's really weird because as soon as I added that black spray, those little flecks
that were on the original pull.
I was like, oh, whoa. Because at first I thought maybe the spray was creating that. And then I was like, well, no, that's paint. But you didn't really see them there before.
Oh, I just love it. I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. I'll tell you what, that whole thing with the sprays and the inks. Now, you realize, if you don't have those, a lot of times if I don't have Mariah up here,
She just does a little color wash.
I do a color wash with my big fat brush. It's so funny. All right. So we're going to lay this down.
Cracking myself up.
All right. Here's our folded edge, right? So let's see what happens if we
Bye, Anthony.
do something like this. Pull that little bugaboo out of there. I mean, there's not any real, you know, right or wrong way to do this. It just depends on, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah, don't get all caught up in, like, these are the steps.
Yeah.
Again, more suggestion of ways to go about it.
Now, I don't know what happens. What would happen if you turn in your... Boy, that was really a... Don't do that. We got a track mark there. Okay.
Oh, God.
So here we go. Now we can start thinking. Look at how cool that looks. And you know, I think I'm going to make these all go the other way. Changed my mind. It's allowed.
Oh, that was a great suggestion, Kylie. Kylie says that, so That's Crafty has free postage for orders over 20 pounds. Just in case that makes a difference, they have the ink pad for £6 pounds 49 whatevers.
Yeah, I don't really know what that equates to.
Yeah, what's the small...
dollars and cents.
Yeah.
Maybe not cents.
Right.
But cents. Okay, now, the reason I did that is because I want you to see what happens here.
I just got the funny that you made with that.
That I made what?
If that makes sense, but not sense, you know.
Because I really wanted that to show up here. So we're starting to get our layers. And you can take and...
Bye, Trish. Big hugs.
Put all those down. Get rid of...
Ents. Okay.
Sorry.
Squiggly inks. Squiggly inks. What
Okay,
is that?
now this is a little, you know, I really didn't think this one out but look what I can do. I can come in, switch it around, and so now I've got this coming through here, this here, and let's see what happens with
And
this.
I don't think that you announced that these are going to be their own little booklets.
Yeah, I think I did.
Okay. Well, just in case y'all didn't catch that, because this is how it happens with her projects. Because I said, oh, are you going to make these pockets inside the book? She says, oh, no. They need their own separate little thing. I said, and this is how the little mini books that end up stacked on top of the big books happen.
It just
becomes a set.
I work with a idea in my mind, and as my idea evolves, I might have to change some aspect of it. Now, how did I do that other one? I had a double bubble. I had a double bubble. All right. Now, if these don't work out with this, we'll just pair them with something else. It's like no big deal. Okay. I got to get my original back here so I can get my idea on what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's why it's really best to like kind of do a trial run and then come back and do...
Okay. Here's what I want.
The bubble.
Okay, so here's one, and then here's one. And I could even make it go up further. All right. Those aside.
Yes.
Okay, what time is it?
Oh, we got like 27 minutes.
Okay, I don't want to use that one because I do want to pearlize that. Okay, this is nice because this would go with that. Yeah, okay. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I mean, you know, it's just one side. And you don't have to do the little serrated things. I just thought it was kind of cool. It does help if you kind of match these up pretty accurately. And there, look at the layer sisters on this. Okay, so I can actually mirror this.
That's right, and that version 2.0 is sometimes better. Sometimes it's kind of like hard to reproduce the second, or you know, if you're trying to reproduce the version 1, best not to get caught up in that.
Yeah. Whoa. Sorry. I know. And I can't see that.
You need to slide it up a little.
Well, and I need to...
There you go.
Go on the side here. Okay, now I need to reposition my paper. Not that I'm going to be, you know...
That's right, Pia. You are definitely in the right place. She says life is a series of small adjustments. And that's why, you know, from the fortune cookie, we got to be prepared to modify your plan. Lexi says, don't apologize for modifying your plan, P.
Bless your heart. Thank you. Okay, well, this isn't quite coming out. I must have used something else. I don't know what I did with that one. A different jar. Whatever.
It's a different vessel.
Different vessel.
You know.
You know. And at this point, I can even, you know, slightly alter my
Yes.
thing where I... And it doesn't matter as long as we're going to have two...
Oh, Paula, that's funny. She says, here's a fun question. What's the most unusual thing you've ever drawn around? And those of you that are watching on replay, let us know in the comments.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's glasses, lotion bottles. Those are probably kind of the weirdest things that are.
No, I
hand.
actually had this really cool hilt on a knife once. And I thought it was going to be really brilliant, you know, when I traced around it, but it really wasn't all that interesting. Okay, now look at this. Isn't this wonderful?
I love this paper.
So then we've got this, which we could put like this.
Looks like a little bum. Or a tongue. Those are the teeth and that's the tongue. You know. Or kind of little batty ears. Oh, I just love this. It's very entertaining.
I think this is really super entertaining. Now we can just kind of work those under the little
Teethies.
toofies there.
Now it became hair.
I mean, you know, it's just, I love that,
Oh, you can even, you know, you could do hands. That would be kind of fun. And then, like, they flop in or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Jessica. Welcome.
This is kind of just the same, but look, that looks cool. But you can play with these and just come up with so many different configurations on how they go together.
Oh, they're seeing a crown.
Well, of course
Sharon saw a critter.
Of course you are. Now, I gotta make sure, because that little dude just goes to one side.
Now, if you had some of your little clippy things, as you're sort of building these out, you could clip it and that might hold it together a little better.
Exactly. You can always come back in and readjust your angle. And let's go ahead and let's see if we can do a flop over here. Because I didn't do it with the one that had two. So I don't know how this is going to work.
Gotta lean into it sometimes.
Yeah.
Queen bat. Love it.
Am I on camera?
You are.
Remember, don't throw those little jobbers away.
Oh, who would dream of it?
I heard that. I recognize that tone.
Uh-huh. There was fine print with it.
I should say so. And I should say so has some of those little things that people use instead of saying bad words.
Oh.
You know, exclamation and...
Eddie says, was that sarcasm, Mariah?
Ever so slightly. You notice how very carefully I'm cutting these. And I'm thinking ahead to my cut here in the corner.
Paula, we have one of Izzy, and we have it hanging over by her, because they did that in pre-K. And it's great, because it has her little crazy, that's when she chopped her hair. So, like, she has little pigtails that are just like...
sticking straight up in the air.
Yeah, and they were captured.
All right, this is not working out here.
You're gonna have to sacrifice. Well, no, you already made a decision.
I already made the cut.
But maybe once you fold them in, it may not be as big of an issue.
I don't know yet, but let's. We're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Open it up. Now see that's, I mean, you know. I think that it's sometimes hard for me to visualize what happens three-dimensionally. I'm not a three-dimensional thinker.
Yeah.
I'm a two-dimensional. I can see a line.
Sometimes she brings me drawings, and I'm like, okay, let me talk you through this. Because she's like, but it worked here. It worked here.
Here.
Make this happen, Mariah.
And she most of the time does.
Yeah, I'm like, but we got to talk through
look,
this.
That worked out okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the...
Yeah, and this could be a little funky monster. You know, some of its teeth are like, you know, a little here and there. Somebody, you know.
Yeah. His monster parents didn't put braces on him when he was a baby.
Chipped that tooth. Eating the wrong candy.
I might need a little bit of work on that over there. But look at that. I mean, when you fold that over there and you see the contrast, and that's one thing that you want to kind of keep in mind. If you want your teeth to show up, or your, you know, whatever you want to call these little things, then you need to have contrast. Now, I guarantee if Carrie did this, every one of these would be exactly the same size. And...
yeah. He'd have it worked out for you.
He would. He would have it worked out before he ever demoed it. And, you know... get something else up here.
But see, yeah, that worked out just fine. That those two were together. Because at the bend, that's fine.
Yeah, now see, this doesn't come up far enough to catch any. But what you can do, I mean, you know, let's go to plan B. All we got to do
Trim the bottom.
Add another strip here, or trim the bottom.
Because you want it to come up more. Yeah.
I wanted it, you know, to stick out more and look more.
Cut one or add one.
Yeah. Or if you wanted to make this into pockets, you know, have these would be little pockets here. You know, just glue it down and then have that bottom just hanging out there. What difference does it make? You know?
Yeah, or just sew it in higher.
Yeah.
Or in our case, glue it in. Will not be me sewing.
Yeah.
I love the purples and oranges.
I know. Aren't they just great?
Oh, I know. We admire it, too. We poke at him, but it's really like in a, you know, the fact that he does measure things and I want to do that. I start to do it, and then I'm like, holy cow, this is just beyond my brain. I can just do it. And then maybe measure it afterwards.
I really want that to fit inside there, but I don't know that because I've got quite a few more to go back here. And then we can, you know, kind of try putting them all together. I could even see if you wanted to make a little window cut out here.
Oh.
And then whatever you had behind it would show through. Shall we do that?
I don't know that you want to do that until you really know what
you're
going to do with your
book.
Because
let's don't make that decision right now, because that could be the wrong one.
Yeah, cut first, measure later. That's how we operate. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it.
I did. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, you know, if I did anything today that I was proud of, this is it.
She reproduced something.
Sort of, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do really like this, and I want it to work here. But it doesn't work here. And I don't.
Well, you know, you could also swoop it down.
I could make, you know, I could come in with another cut here.
Rather than trying to get it to stick above, have it come below.
Yes.
I don't want you to keep trying to poke it up that way, but I'd swoop it in so then it adds more of a, but it's your thing.
That's right. It's good you realize that.
Mm-hmm.
And look how cool that looks. You just need to take a little bit more off. And I'll save these pieces because these might be just exactly...
It might come in handy to fix a window that gets cut in there.
There we go. Perfecto. These. Here.
I love that because, yeah, you're using the opposites.
And here. Then we could even take some of these little jobbers here.
Good golly. You can glue them back on in a different place.
Glue them back on in a different place. I mean, you know. Why not? Yeah.
Oh, Joan says, to me the prints are looking like looking Eastern in flavor. Kimono fabric and lacquered art in pots, tables, and cabinets. Yes.
Oh, I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we go. Now, I could go ahead and you know, tooth this and put this down below here. That might be interesting. Let's try that. How much time do I have?
Yeah, about 15. A little less.
Okay. All right. So.
A fox is furrow-browed, yes. A judgy fox.
I just dropped that one of my little triangles on the floor.
Oh, it's now begun. Did you see that eye roll?
What?
What? It is a Batman. It has a batty-catty, foxy creature-y.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Vibe to it. Yeah, I think so too. This shiny paper is kind of hard to see unless I turn it just right.
Yeah. You could even do like little scalloped-y ones.
Oh, true. But then you wouldn't be able to turn them.
Yeah.
Now, I could take the points off of these and make them more rounded. You know, once I get through. Make them more squared off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are options here. Ladies and gentlemen. Options. It's kind of gooey.
Well, that's something to kind of keep in mind. Whenever you use the spray inks, spray anythings really, especially if the gel print hasn't fully cured, and even then sometimes it still makes it a little bit sticky because it sort of reactivates it. But just let them dry and then they'll be fine. But don't, get too, don't stack them all together because they may stick.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Well, you would have to scallop. It would have to be a deep scallop in order for it to fold.
But now, if you want
Like
to
that.
make them friendlier,
Yeah.
so they don't seem quite so dangerous,
Dangerous.
then you just cut off the little tippy poos, and I'm not saving the tippy poos.
Oh.
I remember what Susan said. She threw it in the trash right in front of Xander and I.
She's like
In
stuck.
Baltimore, she took it and she's looking at both of us and she grabbed it off and she said, "You don't have to save every single piece of paper." And she threw it in the trash.
And then they dug
when
it
she
out.
went home, we dug it out of the trash.
Xander did. And P was just so elated.
I was just, It just cracked me up.
There. So
Okay, now that looks a little more dinosaur-y.
but remember, when you're scalloping in, you're gonna have to go deep, so that way it will fold.
Yes.
That would be the main thing. Yeah.
Yes, because
Scallop out, not in. Good call. See, Darcy's brain. I love her brain because she got it. Like that was a good call.
yeah, you have to scallop to your fold mark, or your scoring mark. We'll just leave that one standing up there. Little. It either be boobs
Oh,
or
bye, Christy.
boobs or butts.
Or just more rounded off teeth.
It's kind of a pointy bum.
Yeah. Darcy says you can save anything, but you can't save everything.
Yeah, and at that point where they start getting that size where I can't pick them up with my finger.
Hills. Very nice. Oh, I like that. And I like the difference.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. That look cool?
I keep kind of asking you this, but I'm just going to keep asking. So, when you do make them into pockets, which part are you gluing?
Well, I don't know that they're necessarily even going to be pockets now. I think they're just going to be pages.
Oh.
But if I did decide that I wanted these to become pockets, oh, got off of my. But look at how cool that looks.
Yeah, if you're real worried, I think at the end of this, if you did want your pockets to sort of match up, like get it all sort of glued down. So if you were gluing those edges, glue them. Glue a little bit heavier inward than you normally would, and then you could just trim off all the pieces in the end if that's something that is a big deal to you. That would be my suggestion.
Yes. Okay, I'm keeping these for
The other one.
something else because I really
Yeah.
like this
That
right
looks
here.
so cool together.
That looks so cool. And then I've got this one too, which can go on the inside of this one. And I could do some more swoopy things like this on the inside of that one.
These could be like little monster accessory books.
Now, I have not completely forgotten about my, what time is it? Oh, wow. I need to talk.
You got 7 minutes.
I need to talk quickly. Because the thing about it is, okay,
Hi, Margie.
you can still see how, if you wanted to make a pocket here, I mean, you just, make a glue line.
And I would say just glue it, because all right, now here's the thing. If you are going to bind this, you're going to want to, sew it or something. Or glue it in the center point.
Yes.
I would highly recommend like a PVA glue. You might even want to reinforce that center area. You could use
like
the binding
tape
just to reinforce it and make it more fabric-like.
I mean, you could go ahead and cut this out and just make this into like a pocket thing there.
And stack it that way and on different pages.
On different pages.
That would be cool.
In your,
You could even mix them up then. Like if you did cut it in half and then create that little section of pocket, then you could mix up the other one so, they weren't all exactly the same.
Yeah.
That would be kind of fun. You could even turn those into where they could like flip down. Like you could have different flips or turns.
Yeah. Especially, if you were going to take and cut them.
Staple the center. That would work. Mini horizontal belly bands. Yes. Now, these are a bit big. I know she plans on a big book, but
I just, I love this idea of these, and I still think that I was getting my cards back here. Because even if I wanted to go ahead and insert this somewhere, I mean, look how cool that looks. And even
I love it because it looks like he's dancing across there too. Sort of looks like those, what do you call them? Like they're the shadow box kind of little puppet things.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks fantastic. Oh, and I even like that. If you here, bring that rose in just a little bit more towards the center. There you go. Now you see the rose over the moon with the guy dancing across.
And I mean, you know, I've got spider webs here. Spiders.
Oh, that's cool.
So all of the tags that I do have, I still think they feel...
Two-dimensional diorama kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
They feel like they fit together, I think.
You could tell
I mean,
a whole
look
little
at that.
story. Because each tag could be different characters.
I just, you know, I don't think, and I
We
found...
got ideas, y'all. Just
We
run
do.
with them.
Absolutely. And I've got...
Post-it and makers.
I've got 4 more papers over here.
This is still not the main book. I'm just letting y'all know. This is the squirrel.
This is the squirrel, but the squirrel may actually, you know, run around the tree and come back and find his nuts that he buried in the wintertime.
Or a tree starts
Or
growing because he
fall.
forgot where his nuts were. That happens.
Well, that happens too. But now, see, look at this. The thing about it is, it's like when you decorate your house and you go and you try to pick up furnishings. If you pick out the things that you like, chances are you probably already have some of that at home anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, you know, it's going to be a big old new thing. Your color choices. I might kind of lost it a little bit on the lime green, but I don't know. Contrast wise, look, there's a little bit of green over there.
Well, you wouldn't let me go limey with
Look
that
at
one.
this. This looks absolutely fabulous with the, you know, Grim Reaper peeking out over the edge of the serrated, toothy looking things. Yeah. And even my little rat there, you know. Might have to use one of those windows to put the rat in. You know, one of the clear
broken.
clear windows with the... But I mean, I just think that it's all... And look, there's that purple. Well, hello. I don't know about that one yet, but this side looks good.
Yeah, that guy's good.
Either side of this looks
Here's
good.
what's funny about that. What I really like about that too, you know, the flipped skull tag, because it sort of has this light bulb feel to it, but then it's these, you know, it's like it was a bad idea. Get it?
What? This?
No, the bulby.
Oh, this. Whoops.
See, like if you could write on there. Sometimes there is such a thing as a bad idea.
Well, I know. And I really, you know...
But it's good. Do you get the funny there? Because it looks like a light bulb, but it's a skull. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
do.
feel like she was getting it.
Ideas, yeah. The light bulb goes off. But now, see, look, at all of these are still within the range of colors of the prints that we just pulled
Thank you,
today.
Bart.
I'm still working on bubbles on that, dude. I keep forgetting. Now, this one may be the only one that's a little off. But that's always going to happen.
See, those are bad ideas brewing.
This may be a little bit red. I don't know. Depends on what else we do. I don't know about that one. And... Oh, the purple's a little... We need to put some yellow on that, dude.
Yeah, he's a little screamy purple.
Screamy. And this is a little screamy, too. So.
Okay. Well, guys, you see where some of this is going.
But look at this side. See?
It has a theme. And it will get pulled all together at one point in time. Thank y'all for hanging out so much. Do come back. Leave those comments. Give those shares. You know, let your friends know. Bring them over. All that business. Share in groups. You know, things like that. This is a funny stream. We like it very much. Helps us get to that 7,000 point. Because here's the deal. When we get to 7,000, we're going to do a big old giveaway. And y'all are the recipients of that. So, there we go. We'll see you back here. I will be doing Mariah Makes on Monday. Monday Makes Mariah. That thing. And then, you know, our regular schedule of things throughout the week. See you then. Bye.
Bye.